Room 442 is brought to you by North Star Bets. That's a win. Good Saturday, football fans. Welcome to Room 442. Sharman Singh, Vitani and Pararia here with you. It's FA Cup final day. Manchester City against Manchester United. It still means something, right? There's some romance to this match in particular. And it's a match fit for a final, as they say, Bertie.
I love it. Listen, it's not only FA Cup final. It's a derby, probably one of the biggest derbies in England between Manchester and Manchester City. You have City going for a treble. This is the second step there. United can stop that. United can finish the season with 2 trophies and a top 4 finish in Ten Hag's first season. I mean, there's so many storylines. I mean, I don't know which way this is going to go, but based on some of the betting odds, me and Mikey were just talking, no respect towards United here. Huge underdogs. I don't think they should be.
Why shouldn't they be?
Why not?
It's Man City.
I know, but it's a final, Sharms.
Yeah,
I understand it, but I think United have a better chance than most people think.
I think it's because Man United, the last few games closing out the season, they pretty much secured their spot in the top 4. Whether that was going to be 3 or 4 was a little undetermined for a while there, but their football hasn't been good of late. They've been getting the job done. Don't get me wrong. It's very much like we won, that's all we need, a 1-0, whatever, but it's not been good football, and I feel like they fell off a little after their, high kind of charge after winning the Carabao Cup and really playing like they were playing some class football, but lately I feel like they just fell off a bit and they were just doing enough to get the job done. You're not going to be able to do that against a team like Manchester City.
Would you call it a slump, Mikey? You're the one guy here that's actually nervous. We don't really care, but you have some skin in the game here.
I disagree. I think United have their job at the end of the season was, as Sarah said, just to get the job done, and I think they did good job of seeing some of those games out and some of those results out. And was it the prettiest football at times? No, but there was some really good moments of football. And if you want to make that argument, look at Manchester City. Look at the way that they ended their season, right? They lost to Brentford and, of course, drew to Brighton before wrapping up the year. So, yeah, I understand why the number's so big. Look, it's Manchester City, arguably the best team in football right now, against a team in United who, I don't think, as Albert said, I don't think have gotten much respect out of anyone, really, for the job that they've done this season. So, yeah, we'll see. As Albert said, one game, anything can happen.
Well, let's hear now from the man in charge, the man that's turned this whole thing around, Erik ten Hag.
So I think they do a very good job. They play a very good football. So, and they deserve it. And what I don't look at... of course, I look at others because our opponents, and I credit it. But we look to ourselves, and you have to see where you are as club, and from there on you have to make progress. And I think we did over the last season. We make very good progress. We are in a good direction, and now we use the coming period as well. Now we get the opportunity. In the summer to make new targets, new goals on the short term, but the longer terms, that will stay the same. As I said last year, we want to restore Man United, but we have a way to go.
See, still looking forward beyond this match. Oh, watch out. How does United, though, derail City's treble campaign?
Yeah, you look at the injuries, and no Lisandro Martinez is really concerning. But the last time they played Manchester City, City won 2-1. I thought it was Luke Shaw and Varane was together, and I thought Luke Shaw did a pretty good job. If you look at Haaland in that game, only 2 shots on target, no goals. I don't know if Luke Shaw is going to come in. If I'm Ten Hag, I might go to that instead of maybe Lindelof. So I think they can keep Haaland quiet. I mean, I think the biggest matchup in this match is in the midfield. I think Casemiro is probably going to have to shine for Manchester United here. I think their best chance of winning this game is probably going all the way to penalties. I don't think they're going to beat them in regulation or extra time unless somehow they go a man up, and I think that's the only way. I think we'll see a defensive Manchester United in this match.
Let's hear now from the other guy who's got a few cups to his name, but he needs some more domestic cups, and that is Pep Guardiola.
A final is special for itself, but the question is what the Manchester are doing in the last 4, 5, 6 months is completely different team like we faced in the beginning of the season when we beat them here. The play, they were a little bit much better when we played there and we lost, but we played really, I think we played good to don't be defeated, but it's football. And now I had the feeling that the team since the beginning of the season now improved. That is a reality. They have a patterns more clear, and the quality they have is united. So many years since we are here, so have been really, really well against them, but it's united. So the quality of the players always have been here with Mourinho, with other managers that they were there. Always they were good.
So, Mikey, how does City ensure that the treble is still on? So next weekend, when we're at that event at the Rec Room, nice plug, we're talking about the treble.
Yeah, I think when you look at the last time these two teams met, as Albert pointed out back in January, Man United conceded possession to City. City had 71% possession that game. Manchester United only had 29%. City have to make more with that possession. If you look at the stats, they only had one shot on target the entire match against United, while United had 4 despite conceding possession. So not only do you have to make more with your possession, you also have to understand the way that Manchester United are probably going to approach this game. It's going to be, once they get the ball, they're going to play very direct. So be wary of the threat moving forward. Obviously, you guys have guys like Bruno and Rashford up top who can make you pay, so just be wary of that threat.
You guys think maybe Garnacho starts with that pace up front?
He might, yeah.
With no Antony.
Could cause some issues there for sure. We'll break down our thoughts and our bets for this match later in today's show, but when we come back, it's the week that was in Room 442, including a big look at this weekend's Women's Champions League final, so don't go anywhere. Room 442 is brought to you by North Star Bets. That's a win. Yeah, it was a fun week in Room 442, absolutely. It's going to be a fun weekend as well. Big games, of course, in particular the FA Cup final. As I promised you, we'll get to some bets right now. Bertie, let's start with you. What are you looking at for City United from Wembley?
So I went for the draw. You know me. Whenever it comes to a final, whether it's in Europe or domestic, I always go with the draw because these games are always tightly contested. And as they say, like I know it's a cliche, but when it comes to finals, throw form out the window. When it comes to derbies, throw form out the window. This is both. So I like the draw. I like the number. So I'm going to go that way. I expect this to go deep because I feel like Manchester United are going to hold City for a long time.
Mikey, you think it could go long as well, right?
Yeah.
But you think this could go the way of the Red Devils?
Well, to be honest, I'm just betting value. And as we mentioned during the show, plus 550, I think it was Manchester United's to win. I'm going for them to win the trophy. So whether it goes to extra time, penalties, or they do it in full time, that's at plus 260 right now. And value, that's it. Like Albert said, for everything Albert said, it's a derby, it's a final, it's these two teams, the first time these two teams are ever going to meet in a major tournament final. Anything can happen in this game. So just at that number, it's too hard to pass up. Plus, it's going to be at Wembley. Wembley's a neutral venue, but let's be real. It's probably more of a home match for Manchester United based on the support.
Yeah, and all their fans live in London. Sarah, you're going the route of violence.
Oh my God, no, I have the best bet here. Casemiro to get a card anytime, plus 155. This is free money. Free money, guys. Since joining United, he has 13 yellows, his first 2 reds of the season. He's the kind of player that will die for the badge. You mentioned at the top of the show how Casemiro is going to be so important. Actually, no, you did. Anyways. No, it's incredible that this is plus money. He's such a, he is a violent player, but when it's necessary, he'll do anything to stop you, whether it's legal or not. 82 yellow cards over his career. Guys, take this, please. I'm giving you free things.
Now watch out for the tactical foul.
Yeah.
100%.
I had that bet, and then I saw that Sarah took it. I'm like,
bro, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's fantastic. I have Haaland to score.
Surprise!
And to get a yellow card, plus 800. It's a bit of fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, this guy, we know the scoring rate. There's a good chance he will score in this match. He has 5 yellow cards on the season. That's tops for Man City. And with the aggressiveness, I think, of that United defence and midfield, there could be some edginess in this match. And he likes that. And he's physical. So at plus 800, I mean, Christ. What do you want? All right, so it should be a great one. I'm looking forward to this. The FA Cup final always gives me goosebumps.
It's exciting.
It's special. It's always the biggest game in England for so many years. It's lost some of that perhaps, but still a huge match. This has been Room 442. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week. Room 442 is brought to you by North Star Bets. That's a win.